Come on, load please. Hello there, Spookshan. Welcome, welcome. Okay, welcome everybody. We are here in the first game between SY and SLOS in week number 3 of the Battle of Africa. First thing, one house. That's strange. That's different. Normally it's always 2 houses first. Okay, but we have, let's see, civilizations: Mongols, Japanese, and Slavs versus Khmer, Persians, and Burmese. Burmese, first game, and Khmer, maybe the weakest civilization here of all the 6 civilizations. Let's quickly look at the positions here and keep an eye out for the scouts, because we might see some laming with these people. As you see, the scouts already going forward. Let's focus on that first. Seems that Vivi, only tower, might try to steal the elephant here from Dogao, but Dogao did spot it. And on this side here, Miguel getting in his elephant pretty quickly here. Ooh, let's look. 25 HP. Dogao, he's trying. And this will be a successful elephant steal. And Dogao is probably going to scout around here and try to find one of the elephants from Vivi. Yeah, like that's nice. Okay, let's quickly check over here. We saw some flaring, and yeah, look at this. Lix also stealing an elephant here. So that will be, well, this will probably be successful, seeing as there is no Brazilian player nearby. Which means that there will be 2 successful elephant steals, sorry, for the SY team. See the Gao, is he going to try and counter lame here? He should be. Yes, look at that. And ooh, getting blocked by his own teammate here. Yes, this... Yeah, there is no enemy nearby, so he should be successful. Oh, trying the palisade trick here to make the poor elephant go back. Okay, now that all the laming is done, let's quickly look at the civ positions. We have Dogao here as Khmer flank versus the Japanese from Vivi. Vivi have the Japanese using those cheaper mills to already go for the zebras. The pocket for the Brazilian team is Persians. Great civilization to have as a pocket, of course, really versatile. We'll probably see him go for scouts into knights, or maybe add in a few camels. The castle edge. Okay, good elephant as well. And then the other flank for the Brazilian team is Miguel, playing as the Burmese flank. Well, I think you get Persian's pockets, so you should be happy. I think the civ positions for the Brazilian teams are okay. Wait, there are 3 elephants here. Okay, it seems like Yo has not taken one of his elephants yet. Interesting, Yo went forward, but he did not scout his own base. He did not find his 2 elephants, and this is 1 elephant from Lix. Okay. Lix as flank, praying as the Slavs with that strong farm bonus, which got fixed in the recent patch. Seems to be a bit laggy the game. And Slavs versus Burmese, well, Slavs probably go for scouts, and he should try to do as much damage as possible to Miguel here. Then we have Yo as the pockets. Yes, map. He, quite interesting, he went forward so early, didn't scout his own map, still has not taken his 2 elephants here. He's about to run out of sheep. He already milled the zebras, already 3 of the zebras completely taken here. And now he's finally spawning his elephants at home. So almost 9 minutes and still not taken any of his 2 elephants. Boxkreetje, the big streamers are going to cast the recordings of this game. They're going to cast Finland versus Vietnamese Legends game, which is started later today. And in the worst case, this set of games will not be finished in time. Let's see here. Okay, finally getting his first elephant, and like just when he's luring in the second elephant, the scout pops up from Riot, and Riot might try to lame the villager here. Let's see. No, you need to go in front of it. Yeah, too late. Instead of hitting it here, he should have went in front of it, and he might have been able to pick it off. So yeah, with the laming, the start is looking better for SY here. We quickly see, ooh, a rush here. Rush from the Japanese player. Dugao, of course, he walled in his wood villagers quite nicely here, and he's going for 2 archer ranges. So not having to make a barracks here, since he is the Khmer, but that could be a problem later on. If he has scouts coming in his base, he will not be able to make spears. What are these players doing? Barracks here for Slavs, he will just go into scouts, I presume, yeah. Stable is up here. And Yo, what will Yo do? He's sending 3 to gold. Not made a barracks yet, he's walling up at home, so he might actually go for a fast castle as Mongols. Yeah, he's walling in the gold villagers as well. I think he's going to try and fast castle this, it seems. And then we have Vivi only tower. He went for men-at-arms, and he's going men-at-arms into archers. But the difference is, the Brazilian team, Riot, the pocket player, is going for scouts. So the SY team will be fighting 2 versus 3. And as you can see, 4 military, 4 scouts for Riot already, and Yo staying 0 military. Oh, he's making a barracks now. And he's going for stable markets. Those resources, yeah, he's probably going for fast castle edge here. I think he should really have the food in time. I actually doubt it. Let's look at Civs here. Yeah, he might be struggling with the 800 food, could be close. Let's see. Forced drop off, maybe. No. Yeah, there we go. Forced dropping of the food. Oh, 794. Still needs 6 food here. And there we go. Picking up to the castle age. The thing is, these scouts from Mute. Nice pick off on the spear there. And Vivi here. Well, I thought that Riot might actually attack Vivi here and then wait for the cow to help out here so they get 2v1, but it seems like they're going straight for Yo. They know that Yo is going to fast castle since they had not seen scouts from him and they saw his score drop, so they know he clicked up. And the archers here might get 1 or 2 vills picks. There's 1 villager going down. Could be bad for Yo. He's not on stone, so he will not be able to tower his wood lines. 2 villagers going down. Not the greatest start for Yo here. Great decision by the Brazilian team, doubling Yo, since they know that Yo has no army. Look at this, he has to run away with all those villagers. No protection at home. And oh, look at this, even Miguel is here. They're going 3 players all towards Yo here. Look at Yo's economy. This is so awful for him. Luckily, his allies are coming here to help out. We have Lix here with 3 scouts, and we have Vivi here with spear and some archers. Oh, but look at the kill deaths. Just look at the KDs here. 7-0, 4-1. looking really strong for the Brazilian team. Okay, Yo is in Castle Age. What is he going to do? He cannot drop down another town center. He does not have the stone fort unless he's going to buy it. He's going to make some knights. Has a lot of gold. You can see his resources here. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the Brazil team has a lead, but like if you look at the scores, it indicates that it's a pretty big lead. But now that Yo is in Castle Age, let's see how he deals with this. Yes, only one knight. Only one knight for Yo here. Rewalling his woodline, sending some fields to stone. Yeah, but look at that, Riot and Lix also on the way to Castle Age. I don't think that this fast castle was a good idea in my opinion. It didn't really do anything for Yo here. Like, he's been in Castle Age for so long and so far he has only been able to make 3 knights. The only good thing is that the flanks seem to be almost fully walled. Except Vivi here is still open on the top, but Lix is fully walled. And he should be fine here. He did lose one villager over there to the archers. But if he micros, he should not lose any more here. See, they're coming over with the 3 knights. They will clean up the army from the Brazilians. Okay, Riot and the Castle Age. Let's see, are we seeing additional town centers? So far, nope. So far, not seeing any additional DCs. Okay, there we go. Finally adding in his second town center, which means that... Oh, no. I was going to say that he might have his town center up even before Yo. But Yo was able to gather enough stone and he's going to make his second town center over here on the wood line. Yo, 5 knights. Keep in mind, Riot Persians might mix in some camels, even though it seems like he's going for full knights as well. Nice sneak around from Vivi here, but it's only 3 archers, so they're going to have a hard time picking up some villagers. There was one low villager which goes down, and I think that's all of these fields. Oh, no, sorry about that. When the rest of these should survive. Professor 300, thank you for following. It seems to be a popular strategy nowadays. Pocket scouts and flank archers. Yeah, I think since Woolulu Kingdoms we have almost never seen pocket civilizations go for a straight fast castle. And yeah, I think that, like I said, the fast castle, I don't think that it's did as much for the Brazilian team, for the SY team. Okay, army numbers. Yeah, look at the difference in army here. 6 army for Yo, 14 for Riot. Riot has more army and more villagers. The only thing is the flanks of the Brazilian team are a bit behind in vills, but again, they are way ahead in military. Jamie, thank you for the follow. Tato did FC Arabia last week. Well, yeah, I think it also depends a bit on the map and which civilization you are. I think Dust, keep in mind Dust is really open. You also do not have any berries. So it's going to be harder to fast castle since you're lacking a bit more food. And let's see here, 2 town centers as well for Lix, 2 town centers and a siege workshop already to counter the archers. 3 TCs for Yo, 3 for Riot. Keep in mind, Riot Persian town centers, they are working faster. The cow already getting ballistics in. Vivi seems to be doing alright. I mean, if you look at the army, 28 army versus 31, both going for crossbows, and villager counts are about even for them. So these two guys seem to be having a good fight. But on the other flank, I mean, you have the pocket and the flank here, both going for knights. I don't understand why Riot is not adding in some camels. Thank you for the follows, guys. Pessimus and Atimamar. Okay, let's look here. This should be a better fight for the SY team here, since they have so many crossbows. Yo, still only 8 army for Yo. Yo is trying to boom up here. And what's the plan? He only has 1 villager on stone, so it doesn't seem like he wants to go for the Mangudai. He's heading in his blacksmith now. It's making some monks. More stables. Yeah, I don't know what Yo is doing here. He's so far behind the military compared to Riot. Yeah, of course, the Persians have that attack bonus versus archers, but I still think that you... I mean, even if, for example, the flanks were switched, when you fight crossbows and knights versus crossbows and knights, like, the knight should not be able to attack the crossbows. Like, you should always have the knights in front, which means that the Persian attack bonus versus the archers doesn't really help out. But on this side, it could be huge. I mean, there are not enough knights here from Yo to protect the army from Vivi, and these knights from Mute, they could completely clean up all of these crossbows and skirmishers. Look at this, six knights versus 3, 6, 10, 11, and even more coming in. So this army is probably going to die completely if they do not run away. Okay, seems to be a pause here. Look at this town center, so far away from Lix here. Try to put up... Okay, he's going to try and put up a town center on the gold here. Lix should use that time to do damage to Miguel, and instead, yes, that's true. When they see that all the knights from Riot are over here, Lix should pressure Miguel as much as he can. Oh, what's this? Zim, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Seems that there wasn't an audio there. Sorry about that, I will have to look into that after the stream. Here, this is going to be the important fight. Chinese team desperately trying to run away, but these knights will catch up with the crossbows, and oh, Vivi's going to lose a few crossbows here. Let's see. Ooh, nice here from Riot, sending the other knights the other way around. Getting some good hits in. Not losing too much. I think he lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is just so smart. So you take half your army, you run in front of the crossbows, then you stop your patrol in. Oh, and look at this. This is just a massacre. So many crossbows and skirmishers going down here. Exorcist, the big streamers like Zach, T90, Neely, and Memp, they talked about casting the games at the same time, so they are going to cast the recordings of this game later this evening. Just look at the army numbers here: 39, 30, 37, 14, 20, 24. Like, the army for the Brazilians is just so huge. And even in economy, they're looking quite good as well. If you look here, Riot already 93 villagers compared to the 84 from Yo and Lix. The only thing I'm lacking here is some siege. I'm not seeing a siege workshop from the Brazilian players. Like, the only player I saw add in a siege workshop was Lix here. Lix, it seems he tried to go for Miguel, didn't do enough damage here, not seeing any dead crossbows. And he's just running away. Okay, let's look at the fight here. Yes, why cannot take this fight? I wonder what the plan is here. And look at this, Riot and Lix on the way to Imperial Age. Okay, Yo is quite heavy on stone now. But he is going to have to run away here. Doesn't have the numbers to fight this. But again, no siege for the Brazilian team means that they cannot really push in that much. It could be a big fight here. At this point there, let's see, colors are hard to see the difference between teal and green here, but a lot of knights here from Lix and Yo, and even the crossbows from Vivi. So all the three Chinese players having all their army here, and Tokao just trying to kill as many villagers as possible. Riot should probably just run away, since he's on the way to Imperial Age. Should keep his knights safe. Yeah, that was a good fight, but I mean, Khmer, keep in mind Tokao is Khmer, so in Imperial Age he might transition into something else. And actually look at this, he is transitioning into cavalry archers. Good here for Riot. Over chop from Lix, and he's able to get inside, and he will pick off a few villagers. Not overcommitting here, he knows the reinforcements are coming in, and he's just running away, trying to keep his army alive. He's getting Cavalier now. Let's see here. So the castle going up, the castle will go up from Lix. Huge army numbers here, like full knights from Lix and Yo. Few monks coming forward. Beautiful monks here. Let's see. Okay, Lix actually getting pikemen as well. How many barracks does he have so far? It doesn't seem like he has a lot of barracks, no. Only 2 barracks. And now the Cavalier upgrades has come in. And going straight for Paladin upgrades. Vivi and Miguel on the way to Imperial Age as well. Yo will be up also. And yeah, Yo added his first castle, so he will go for the Mangudai. Quickly going to check Miguel's base here. If he's going to transition into something else. He did make a castle over here. Yes, look at that, Rambai already coming out. Oh, it could be a big fight here. I don't think that Vivi can fight versus this Cavalier. He really needs Yo to send over his army to help out. But where is Yo? Yeah, Yo sending over his knights now. But it will be such a long time before they reach here. And look at this, not enough. Too many villagers here, they cannot all garrison inside the town centers. And Riot will pick off lots and lots of villagers here. Luckily Vivi made enough towers here so he can garrison his villagers inside of those. Oh, look at the dead bodies here. Okay, now Yo finally here. Is he going to take his fight here? Paladin just coming in, Paladin versus Knights, but yeah, he doesn't have the numbers here. I think it was a good raid, it did quite a nice amount of damage versus Vivi there. Vivi there set back to 82 villagers. And now the Burmese help Mangudai. Castle being denied here by some cav archers. Yeah, a lot of cav archers from the Gao. I think, yeah, cav archer showage, it's a bit weird. I mean, as Khmer, personally, I would have gone for battle elephants, but yeah, I mean, you're up against Japanese. Japanese get those faster attacking infantry, and if the Japanese go into helps, they're kind of screwed. So yeah, that's why he probably chose for cavalry archers instead. Defensive castle on the gold and protecting this part of the economy. But yeah, the thing is, which civilization do you favor here? Let's say that these two players are going to cancel each other out, and then we have Yo going for Mangudai. We will have Mangudai Paladin combo versus Paladin and Rambais. Klefkis, can you... unfortunately, I cannot send you the password because I was already inside the lobby before they set a password on it. Let's see, not too many Arambai numbers. He did go forward with Arambai trying to raid a bit. I don't know where they went. No, they all died. All of the Arambai died versus the Mangudai. Let's see here. At this point, Brazilian team looking quite strong. Seems to be a few cavalier raiding here. But now the Mangudai are coming in. Oh, Yo needs to go back. Yo. Okay, there we go. He's going back. Forward castle from Miguel. I don't know if I like this. I mean, he needs his castles to keep producing his Arambai, and with the forward castle, if it goes down, it means that he will have a hard time messing up his unique units. Okay, oh my god, look at these cav archers. Look at all the dead bodies here. I don't know if Vivi saw this. So many villagers going down to the cav archers there. Keep in mind, Riot is fighting on both sides. A huge amount of Paladin on both the sides here. And Yo doesn't really have that much army on the side of Vivi. But yeah, a Rabbi Paladin. And versus Help Elite Mangudai. It seems that Lix transitioned full into Halberdier. I'm not seeing him make any Cavalier yet. He did not click the Paladin upgrades. That's an interesting move by him. Oh, and this is not good from Yo. Lost a few Mangudai there. Oh, need to go back with the Arambai. Oh, they die so fast versus these Halberdiers. They're not elite yet. And he does not have elite Arambai incoming. Heavy Cav Archer did come in for the Gao. See here, so far it's looking pretty good for the Brazilian team. As you can see here, Vivi is dying so hard, and now finally Yo is sending over some elite Mangudai to help out. But yeah, really nice move from the Gao here. Elite Siege Ram and heavy Cav Archer. Look at Vivi here, 49 votes, still has over 106 population, so he can survive for some time, but this means that Yo will have to send all of his army towards Vivi, and that Brazil can push here versus Lix. Oh, I need to go back, you don't want to lose those Arambai, come on man. Look how fast those Arambai die versus the Mangudai. And here we go, finally elite Arambai coming up, and a second castle inside of the wood line from Lix here. But this army composition is so strong here. Forward rangers coming up, more siege rams coming out. Yeah, some trebuchets over here which are not being used. Look at the amount of damage here, and actually look at this killing of the villagers which were making the markets. Did not look at it. A lot of markets set up for the Brazilian team. Yeah, look at that, they have the trade going. Look at the Knights trade cards running around the field. Okay, let's look at the front here again. Help, fighting help. So it's interesting to me that Lix did not go for his cav units, he's just going for Halberdier and Onagers. It's Mikael. Oh, Mikael, I don't really like Mikael losing so many Arambai here. Like, if you look at his numbers from Mikael, 21 military, which is probably a lot of helps included. But yeah, this castle was so strong from him. And on the other side, Mr. Leo might build his back. Yeah, he might. Magidai are, of course, extremely strong. But look at this. The Gao, skirmishers, siege rams, and he's going straight for the castles from Mr. Yo. They're going to try to take down all these castles, which will mean that Yo will not be able to make any more of those Magidai. That could be a problem. Okay, so it's pretty stalemate over here. They just started to turn into a trap war, but here this is important. Will Yo lose the castles to the siege rams? Sending over all of his army. Yeah, look how fast those siege rams go down versus the Magidai. Some traps firing here as well. A lot of skirmishers. Yeah, where is his army? Yeah, his army is split up, of course. And military 62. 62 army. I wonder where all that army is from him. Yeah, there's a huge amount of paladin over here. Yes, more reinforcements coming in. With the flaring going on. Yeah, thing is, Vivi, he is struggling in villager count, but he still has a nice amount of army, nice amount of population. As you can see, 150 population, not too bad for Vivi. But the Brazilian team, 180, 190, 180 population. So, of course, almost constantly a 200 pop. He is Mongols, he has a strong Magidai. But the problem for him is Lix is also not doing too well versus Miguel here. Oh, look at that, paladins going in and raid, and yeah, I think they're switching it up quite nicely. I mean, Yo had to send over all his Magidais to his base to deal with the push from the Gao and Riot, and now Riot just went straight for the economy from Lix. Oh, but this is so problematic here. So many Magidais in the trade from the Brazilians. Oh, look, there's so many trade cards going down. Come on, man, delete the markets. Yeah, and Rio does not have enough numbers here to fight this. Oh, that's so many dead trade cards. And Riot is going to try to do the same. He's going in the trade with the paladins. Different is the Brazilian team are trying to take out the markets. Meanwhile, the Chinese team here is taking out the trade cards instead, which of course is a lot better. But Yo is pretty strong. Yeah, Yo is coming back really well after his, well, I'm not going to say bad performance, but I mean, going for the fast castle didn't really work out that much. He left his teammates quite exposed, and the Chinese team already walling off the trade line. But yeah, they were not able to take out the markets. A lot of paladins went down, and not seeing too many dead trade cards here. A lot of dead villagers, of course. Yeah, it seems that the Chinese team might push this back here. Killed so many trade cards, so important, and still the Magidai running around here. Lix seem to be stabilized versus Miguel here. Miguel, 45 army. Let's see, mostly help. Not seeing any Rambai here at the moment. See, we have Paladins from Riyadh getting cleaned up here on the side as well. Okay, so Chinese team getting back pretty well. I think they're going to try to full wall the base off, but didn't work out, and now we have Paladin and skirmishers going inside. Okay, Brazilian team going for some big balls as well. Let's see here, what can these skirmishers and these paladins do? The Mangonite will probably pick off the Sly Cav here. Yo is having to add in some Asars because he doesn't have enough gold, doesn't have enough trade cards. So many skirmishers, and what do the Chinese team actually have to fight versus these skirmishers? Blackfire, is this live or reg? I think you can see the live icon. Can you not? See, we're coming pikeman here from VV. Normally, skirmishers die pretty hard if one of the opponents has cavalry civilization, but it's pretty strange to not see any paladins from Chinese team. But of course, Hussars will do pretty nicely versus these skirmishers. So the Hussars will eventually clean up the skirms, and then the Mangudai will clean up the paladins. But yeah, more paladins coming in. Let's see on this side here, it seems that Lix is pushing back. He did take out one castle from Miguel, and he might take out a second castle from Miguel. Okay, trying to push in here, Siege Ram. Don't know why he's making a castle here, should probably try to rehold this ASAP. Okay, now Miguel pushing back again a little bit, but he is still going for Halberdiers, and it seems that Lix is finally getting his unique deck Druzina, which means that his infantry will do splash damage. And I saw some two-handed swordsmen, so he will probably try to go into Slavs champions. So the guy going full skirmisher siege rams, we have paladins, and Lix going halberdier, and on the other side we have Vivi going some full trash, it seems here, skirmishers, pikemen, Yo going for elite Mangudai and Hussars, and then Lix champion and Onagers. The Guardian Angel, welcome, welcome. I think it's only the second time that I see you here. No, it's going good, it's going good. We're watching some nice games here between SY and LOS. I don't think this ram is going to do much. Going to take down one market, maybe two, but yeah, that will not stop the trade. Yeah, Miguel. The thing is with Miguel, he lost so many Arambais early on, and he really hasn't been able to get a huge mass of them if you compare it to Yo with his elite Mangudai numbers. And of course, just look how fast these Arambai die. They are really strong, but they also die really, really fast. Forward Onager, they might actually cut the tree line here, so that Yo can run inside again with all his Mangudai. See a lot of yellow. Oh, look at this, finally we see some battle elephants from the Gao added in here. And Yo, he needs to address this. Yo needs to send over some Magdies. He has a huge number here, but he does not want to engage as long as there are so many skirmishers here. Oh yeah, look at that skirmisher firing. Running back as soon as possible. Maybe he should try to cut off the reinforcements coming in. Look, army quickly. Yeah, Vivi, not too much army at home. He just went forward with his arbalest. As you can see, they're running out over there. This could be quite devastating for the Chinese team here. They have not enough SR numbers. Yo, not engaging. They're just waiting. Okay, a lot of pikes here. And they deleted the markets. Okay, so they deleted the markets so they would not lose any more trade units. And they are in the trade as well. So both teams not having trade. Quite interesting here. The only thing is the Brazilian team is pushing harder. I mean, they have elite elephant, which you could almost compare to siege units. They take down buildings so fast. They have siege rams. But the Chinese team, they do not have any siege. They don't have siege. They're not taking out buildings. They're just trying to raid a bit here. So I prefer the spot from the Brazilians here. And yeah, look at this. Vivi is just getting absolutely destroyed here. No, still waiting, constantly waiting with his units. Oh, look at this actually. This is an interesting decision here from the Chinese team. They're making the markets on this side. So they're changing up the trade route. They know that it's going to take a long time before they can clean this up. So they're trading in the other direction. Yeah, I think it's looking really good for the Brazilian team here. They should keep pushing here hard on Vivi. Maybe try to fully take him out. 51 villagers, still 109 pop from Vivi. Wonder where all that population is. Yo, going forward with a lot of hills. Yeah, these champions really strong from the Slavs here. Slavs champions with the Resina. And Dugao is sending over battle elephants. A lot of flaring going on. Yeah, they're constantly chasing all of those Magidai. Miguel still going full helps here. Those helps will just get totally destroyed by these champions. Push, it's slowing down a bit. Numbers are dwelling, no more siege rams alive, and only a few battle elephants are left. Oh, look at this. Oh, kind of missed this here. New wave coming in. Trebuchets taking down the castles. Miguel does not have enough stone to repair. They cleaned up all the Magidai numbers from Mr. Yo. As you can see, Mr. Yo got dropped back quite a lot from 200 to 150 population. But yeah, Lex, Vivi, sorry, 51 pop. 51 population for Vivi. How is Miguel's KD even close to 1? Yeah, I don't understand myself. Only thing I have to say that it took a long time for Lix to get the Drazina upgrade, and it also took very long for him to transition into champions. Miguel did some raids with the Arambais, but he did not do enough in my opinion. And now he's going to struggle, but the good thing for them is they did almost completely take Vivi out of the game. Yeah, look at this. 50 population and dropping. And I don't even think he has a town center. Okay, he has one town center, but it will go down. And he's just running away. So I think on this side, Lix, of course, should have the upper hand versus Miguel. Elite Magnites are Elite Magnites. We all know how strong they are. But the game will turn into a 3v1, as you can see that Yellow Dugao is on this side. I think it's almost impossible to hold 3v2. Like the Brazilians, they can just keep raiding the trade line as much as they can with Lycav or with Hussars. Like, this is a nice army here, like so many Magadite champions and trebuchets. But will they be in time? Will they be in time to do enough damage? Or Vivi, yeah, look at this. Vulture's even running forward. I wonder where he's going to. Oh, this is an important fight here. This will be really a strong fight for the Chinese team. Just look at them completely destroy the paladins from rears. It's Miguel desperately trying to make Ollangers. Ollanger will do quite nicely versus the Magadite, and it helps if and only if you can get some shots off. Let's see here, that's a good shot. It's a nice start for them, but they need so much more to push this back. So I still got a chance. Well, the thing is, this army here is so hard to stop, but the Brazilian team, they can just keep raid the trade line, deny the cold access for the Chinese team, and then like Yo will lose some Magadite. Now and then he will keep losing some Magadite, so they just... Oh, huge shot there on the champions. Let's see, come on. Shoot those Magadite. And they're trying to go for the trade, but already the trade cards got deleted again, so no trade cards to snipe. Nice split from Yo there, not losing any more Magnites, but he's running a bit too far away from Lix here. He's leaving Lix his trebuchets exposed to be picked off by Riot. And now this is a problem. Look at this, Dugao. He massed up his elite elephants and he's going straight for the castles from Mr. Yo. If they can take out the castles, Yo will not be able to make any more elite Magadite. Look at such a big army for the Gao here. And where's the army? Yo's army is over here. His army is over here, and Vivi, he does not have an army. So how are the Chinese going to deal with this? They can't. It's a bit sad that there weren't a few siege rams added in, but I can understand. I mean, the Magadite killed the siege rams so quickly, and I think this is the deciding push here from the Gao. He's just going straight for all of the castles. And look at the trade for China, not really effective. They only have half the map for the trade line. Castle number 2 will go down. And the Gao is just spamming in those elite battle elephants. Show score, please. There we go. And there's the score. Miguel, not too good, but it's about the same as Lix. Yo, of course, huge score. But the Gao playing so strong as well. Just look at this. Look at this death ball here. And these battle elephants, they also have splash damage, so if they can get close to the elite Magadite, they will die really fast. Look at this Riot pushing this back here. Yo sent all of his elite Magadites back home, and now the push has been stopped. Yo desperately trying to make more castles, but I feel that it's not going to help Mikael actually look at his arson, man-at-arms, and tracking. Mikael finally stopped making halberdiers, and it seems that he wants to transition into champions as well. They're fighting over. Oh, there we go. GG being called. Yeah, as soon as his army came in from the Gao, it was over. They didn't have a way to stop that. Me. Check the achievements. Yeah, you're playing really well. 600 versus 400 licks. As you can see, his kill death was in balance for quite a long time, but now he fell back to 700 deaths. Economy, a lot of trade profit for the guy. We look at this 13k trade profit. So much more compared to the others. Vivi not even getting 1k.